Hey, what's up you guys? It's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below what you want to see in the future, click that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications. That way you guys get notified every single time I upload a new video. I know my lights are going kind of hectic, so bear with me while we go through these videos. I know some of you don't like it. It's just really the only lighting I have in this bedroom right now, so I'm sorry. Anyways, we are going to go into chapter 39 of Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson today, so let's get right into this video. This video may contain foul language and sensitive topics. If you do not wish to continue, please click off of the video now. You have been warned. Chapter 39. Backlit by the moon, the abandoned farmhouse glowed silver around its ragged edges, the light piercing its cracks and crevices and the holes upstairs where windows once were. Pip stood about 60 feet back from the house, hidden inside a small huddle of trees on the other side of the road. She watched the old building, trying to not flinch when the wind hissed through the leaves, her mind creating words out of the voiceless sounds. Her phone lit up, vibrating in her hand. Robbie's name on the screen. "Yeah," she said quietly as she picked up. "We're parked down the street," Robbie said in a hushed tone. "Stanley just walked out the front door. He's getting in his car." Pip listened as Robbie moved his mouth away from the phone, whispering unheard things to Connor beside him. "Okay, he just drove past. He's on his way to you." "Got it," she said, her fingers tensing around the phone. "You two get inside as fast as you can." "On our way," Robbie replied, over the sound of the car door quietly closing. Pip listened to his and Connor's feet on the sidewalk up the front path, her heart beating in time with their hurried steps. "No, there's no spare key under the mat," Robbie said to both her and Connor. "Let's go around back before anyone sees us." Robbie's breath cracked down the line as he and Connor circled the small house 2 miles away from her, but under the very same moon. A rattling sound. "Back door's locked," Pip heard Connor say faintly. "Yeah, but the lock's right there in the handle," said Robbie. "If I break the window, I can reach it and unlock it." "Do it quietly," said Pip. Restless and grunts down the phone as Robbie removed his jacket and wrapped it around his fist. She heard a thump and then another, followed by the pitter-patter of broken glass. "Don't cut yourself," Connor said. Pip listened to Robbie's heavy breath as he strained. A click, a creaking sound. "Okay, we're in," he whispered. She heard one of them crunching over the falling glass as they stepped inside, and then the 2 yellow eyes blinked open into the night at her, headlights growing as they sped along Old Farm Road toward her. "He's here." Pip lowered her voice below the wind, and a black car turned up Sycamore Road, wheels churning against the gravel until the car ground to a halt off the side of the road. Pip had left hers farther up Old Farm Road so Stanley wouldn't see it. "Stay low," Robbie told her. The car door swung open and Stanley Forbes stepped outside, his white shirt clawing the darkness away. His brown hair fell unkempt into his face, hiding in the shadows as he shut the door and turned toward the glowing farmhouse. "Okay, he's in," Pip said, and Stanley entered through the gaping front entrance and stepped into the darkness beyond. "We're in the kitchen," Robbie said. "It's dark." Pip held the phone closer to her mouth. "Robbie, don't let Connor hear this, but if you find anything of Jamie's," his phone has closed, "don't touch them yet. Those are evidence if this doesn't go the way we want it to go." "Got it," he said, and then he sniffed loudly and gasped, and Pip couldn't tell which. "Robbie," she said. "Robbie, what's wrong?" "Fuck," Connor hissed. "Someone's here," Robbie said, his breathing quickening. "We can hear a voice. There's someone here." "What?" Pip said, fear rising up in her throat, pulling it closed. And then through the phone and through Robbie's panicked breaths, Pip heard Connor shout, "Jamie! It's Jamie!" "Connor, wait, don't run!" Robbie shouted after him, the phone lowering away from his voice, just rustling and running. "Robbie!" Pip hissed, a muffled voice, a loud thump. "Jamie! Jamie! It's me! It's Connor! I'm here!" The phone crackled and Robbie's breath returned. "What's going on?" Pip said. "He's here, Pip," Robbie said, his voice shaking as Connor shouted in the background. "Jamie's here. He's okay. He's alive. He's alive," she said, the words not quite clicking in her head, and beneath Connor's shouts now breaking up into frantic sobs, Pip could hear the faint edges of muffled voice, Jamie's voice. "Oh my God, he's alive," she said, the words cracking in half in her throat as she stepped back against the tree. "He's alive," she said, just to hear it again. Tears stung in her eyes, and she closed them, and she thought those words harder than she ever thought anything in her life. "Thank you, thank you, thank you." "Pip, is he okay?" she asked, wiping her eyes on her sleeve. "We can't get to him," Robbie said. "He's locked in a room. The downstairs bathroom, I think. It's locked, and there's a padlock chain outside too, but he sounds okay. I thought you were dead, Connor was crying. We're here. We're going to get you out. Jamie's voice rose, but Pip couldn't make out the words. What's Jamie saying? She said, angling to watch the farmhouse again. He's saying, Robbie paused. He's saying that we need to leave. We need to leave because he's made a deal. What? I'm not going anywhere without you, Connor shouted, but something in the darkness pulled Pip's attention away from the phone. Stanley was re-emerging from the shadows, walking back down the hallway toward the outside. He's leaving, Pip hissed. Stanley's leaving. Fuck, Robbie said. Text him as Layla, tell him to wait. But Stanley had already crossed the rotted threshold, turning back to his car. It's too late, Pip said, blood rushing through her ears as she made the decision. I'll distract him. You get Jamie out now. Get him somewhere safe. No, Pip. But the phone was in her hand by her side now, her thumb on the red button as she ran out from behind the trees and across the road, scattering gravel around her feet onto the grass. And Stanley finally looked up, catching her movement in the moonlight. He stopped. Pip slowed, walking up to him just outside the great gaping front door. Stanley's eyes narrowed, trying to cut through the darkness. Hello, he said blindly. And when Pip was near enough for him to see, his face crumpled, lines crawling eye to eye. No, he said, his voice breathlessly and raw. No, 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 Pip, it's you? He stepped back. You're Layla? That is the end of chapter 39. I will see you guys in the next video for chapter 40.